That scares me, Mr. Ye.
It's easy.
Oh, okay, never mind. I'm less scared.
All right, let's figure out which question you guys. 51 we'll go over at the end. But any other questions that you need me help?
Now I'm trying to think because I kind of have a problem with how to differentiate EU because, and that's kind of my question that I had about 63, but I'll wait until the end.
We'll do 63 on them.
So EU?
DU.
Okay, so next question. 63 and 51, I'll go over less. Anything besides that? 59, let's see. 59. Oh, 45 is good. I like 45. This is the work I have 45. I move the dx to the other side, and I integrate both sides. And I integrate AE to the 2x. I use U substitution. And yes, people don't get used to write down U equal to something. You gotta write down U equal to negative 2x. Not only that, you gotta do du. And then if I do that, I integrate that, it's gonna be negative 4e to the negative 2x. Integration of sine of x is gonna give you 2 cosine of x plus 6. And I plug in 0, I got 6. Now, after I got 6, I plug in pi because they say they want a pi. Very good question. Very hard question, I think. If you got it right by yourself, good job.
What's 6?
You're setting it at C. So why do you do it?
Because you need to make it so that. Because with the 0, you need to have 6. So then you have to add 6 to both of them. That's why.
Where's Elaine?
I don't know.
Biomed.
Yeah, she might be at the Davis thing.
He's my ops.
We should have 1v1 him in basketball.
I'll score.
That would be amazing.
I've never even met this team. I just hate him.
I don't hate him.
Strongly dislikes.
I don't strongly dislike. It's just my ops. That's
You're
it.
just annoyed by. You're just like mildly inconvenienced.
No, the
by it.
one time like I you know how I too lazy to write a pass, and I just signed the bottom, and I have student fill the name.
Davis is like, no, you have to have the full thing. Is that what he?
No, David sent the send student back in my room, and show me says, Mr. Ye, this is how you write a pass.
That's crazy.
I want the sun come back.
Huh?
Better first for me.
I ripped the pieces I threw in the trash can. No, I don't have a problem with him. I think a couple of things. I don't know. People say he's a good teacher. I don't know.
Who said that?
No,
Is he not?
I don't know. I don't like. I never been in the classroom. I don't know.
I'm trying to think of whether or not I want to take.
But I know the second thing I have ops with him is most of my math team kids will pick Science Olympia over math. But I understand that.
Well, because he gets like really mad if you don't go to a competition. He gets like either like really passive aggressive or he's like, well, why'd you sign up then? Like, what the crap? Why didn't you tell me? Like he gets really upset when like you don't go to a
I
competition.
know. It happened to Devin last year. All right. So next question. Maddie, what's your question? Oh, okay. Corbin, what's your question?
I still don't understand where the plus 6 came from after the 2 cosine x.
Do you understand? Do you understand this part here? Oh, do you understand? Do you understand? Integration of this is equal to this plus c.
Yes.
Okay,
Because
so
you have to have
then
y
I'm gonna
is
plug
zero.
in 0 and 4. So I plug in 4 in y and plug in 0 here. Now cosine of 0 is what?
Cosine of 0 is 1.
Okay, so there'll be 2, and this is e to the 0 is what? 1. So that's gonna be negative 4 and 2. And if you move to the other side, c is equal to 6.
Mr.
Six.
Yes.
This is a weird question.
Okay.
But when you split the integrals, And your solar, you said?
Oh, I'm such a
There's
moron.
no, there's like not two C's.
Oh, that's a good question. Oh, so great question. Why is there no 2C? C is a constant. C could be any number.
So
They are let me finish. C could be any number until so C is like this. C is a number is not determined yet. Until the initial conditions plug in, then you can fixate the C. So you can have two C add together, it's still gonna give me C. Does that make sense? So C plus C is still gonna give me a C because only finalized after the initial condition that is inserted. If you insert the initial condition, so you can sum up both C to become one C, and then you plug in the initial condition, the C will come out only after the initial condition. So it doesn't matter C. C can multiply by 2, C can divide by 2, it still stay as a C.
Okay, that makes sense.
Okay? Very good question. Very fundamental. Very important questions. And sometimes if you don't ask those questions, I don't know to answer them. And those are valuable questions. So don't be afraid to answer questions, ask questions, because that's very important. Next question. Now, did you guys do 49? That's a good question.
I did.
So for me, like this, every question here is all thinking about what is the next move, not the current move, but what is the next move. What is in chess? You make one move and you anticipate your opponent's gonna make another move. The anticipation is knowing what is a du when you do u equal to something. So you obviously you don't want to do u equal to x, doesn't help you, right? So what is u equal to? Natural log of 5x, because du is what? 1 over x. And the 1 over x is right there to help you solve the problem. Yeah, so integration of sine of u is going to be what? Negative cosine of u? Yeah, negative natural log cosine of x. Cosine of natural log of 5x, I'm sorry. Okay, any other questions? Okay, 51, 63. I love 63. Have you guys tried to photo math this question? You can try it, see what happened.
It just give out on you.
I think so.
Like your phone just starts like smoking.
Try
It's
it,
like,
try
oh,
it. Anybody want to try photo math on this question?
Do it.
Exactly. Well, it doesn't know the condition.
Exactly. Now I give you a very, a lot of time I'm trying to motivate you guys. Here's the motivation of the day. Let me change my live stream.
Live stream title. Motivational fight.
Okay, so here's the motivation of the day. So we got this question 63. There was two type of person. One type of person is gonna look at 63, says, I don't know how to start, and I'm gonna give up. Mr. is gonna go over it tomorrow. And those are usually B, C, D, F students. A student are different. And what do you guys call it? They build different. But not as they build different, it's their mentality is a little bit different than yours. Okay? So at this situation, 63 is difficult. I want you to look at the 63 here, and I want you to stare at it, and I want you to think about it, how to solve it while I'm talking to you. The question you know how to do is not a learning opportunity. I'm going to say that again. The question you know how to do is not a learning opportunity. The learning opportunity is the question you don't know what to do. Let's just give you a sports, for example. If you got practice, like homework, you got actual game, like a test. But this is the best opportunity to increase your game. And you just give up on this best opportunity. You will never be as good as you would. Even you try, you fail, you try, you fail, you try, you fail. Every time you fail is a learning experience. Thomas Edison said something is really, really important. And it's really thinking about something. I really think about this a lot. Is they interviewed Thomas Edison, says, hey, how many times you have failed making a light bulb? Thomas Edison says, I did not fail at make. What do you say?
It was something like I never failed, it just didn't work or something like that.
No. He says I find out 1,000 way. They say how many times you fail. They say I failed 1,000 times. But he says he find out 1,000 way how not to make a light bulb.
Yeah. I
Very interesting though. He find out 1,000 way how not to make a light bulb. You know what? At the age at Thomas Edison's company, he have thousands patent at a time. And that's why he becomes the richest people in the world. And the thing is, he don't mind to solve this problem, the light bulb. He doesn't mind. He burned it. He burned it. Electricity goes in, it burned the wire. Eventually, find out what's the right wire to put in. But the thing is, he takes his time to try to solve the problem. You guys got to put some effort on look at the problem instead of just giving up. So treat it a practice is a learning opportunity. Every question you don't know how to do, find a way to fail them a couple times. I'm not saying you're going to get it right. No. Getting it right is not an issue. Every failure experience is a step to success. You have to understand that. You have to go in to fail at those things. If you do so well on other questions, this is the question to do. Now, if you didn't get to this question and you fail on other question that's easier, try to do better on those questions because foundation is more important. Okay, foundation is more important. Now, if you get to this question, you just say, I'll just wait until you go over it tomorrow. But that, you just lost a learning opportunity that usually you don't get. Treat a problem you don't know how to do more important than the question you know how to do. Do me a favor, if you do that, you'll progress much better. So try to solve this problem. Poor transition, huh? Oh, Aiden got it. And sometimes you gotta believe in yourself. That belief of anything. So one thing's difference between Rajesh and Nathan. Rajesh, if you say a problem it doesn't know how to do, he'll just wait until you go over it. And Rajesh knows this. Nathan take a pride on solving the problem that I say you cannot solve. And that's what Nathan was good at. You can show me Aiden. And I know Aiden's super smart too. Come here, show me. I'll tell you it's right or wrong. Trying to see. Oh, there's arithmetic mistake. Hold on a second. You're supposed to plug in one here, and you're supposed to plug in one here. Oh, with 0 there. You didn't do it for the x. It's not just x. Because you got to plug in the upper bound and lower bound into the. It's not x, it's actually u.
Plug it into the U.
Okay, so when you integrate this too, this whole thing's parenthesis is du. Are you supposed to get x? What are you supposed to get? No, you're supposed to get what? If you integrate du is what?
U.
Yeah.
So plus 2U.
And then that becomes the something you can plug in.
But that would be right if I did it that way?
Yeah, then you will be able to plug in 1 and 0.
I thought element 0 doesn't work.
Yeah, 1 with 0s doesn't work. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's true.
Wait, hold on. But my idea was right then. Oh gosh, then how did we get that?
Show me the answer. No. Yep.
Wait. Wait. Huh?
Oh. Wait, should I show Vincent?
No, he's got it. Vincent's got it. He's smart.
Wait.
When did you integral with the U?
Oh, this is what I was getting. But how do I plug in the biggest question that I do?
Simon, try it.
Anything in if you take
Did you do yesterday's homework, Simon?
I didn't even know those.
Oh boy.
In fairness, I wouldn't have known either if my dad didn't start yelling at me about my grades.
Wait, it's not only in this grade, or it's other people's grade too?
There's a couple other grades that aren't great right now.
Is it because Science Olympiad take too much time?
I don't think so. I just hadn't been putting in as much effort as I could have been.
I think so.
I think I got it.
If you have a problem, you can always call me. You're my cell phone. Don't worry, I won't say a bad thing about you. Oh, I would. No, I take that back. I
Well,
would.
he didn't yell at me. He was just like, "Hey, get on top of this," kind of thing.
Avidash, did you get it? Show me. This is how AP exam is gonna write a question where math way doesn't able to solve.
U equals 2ln. No,
There you go,
yes,
good job.
no, wait,
Nice job.
no, that doesn't work. Hold on. So do I plug in the original?
Is it like a number? Yeah, it shouldn't.
So would it be this? Because if this is the case, then that makes sense. Hold on. Oh, wait. Hold on. Yep. Okay. Yeah. It just clicked for me how it all works together.
What is the answer? Nope. Nice try though.
Unless I messed up the L1 rule, I think.
Nope.
Because then you have. Yep. Okay.
We're in U world, not X world.
You will. Good job.
Yep.
You will.
Is this how it plugs in?
U world.
Weird. No, I'm not even. The answer is right, but
I know the answer, but I don't know how exactly. I'm like trying to figure out the exact way to get it.
All right, so I don't want to spend more time because I gotta make a video, but yeah, treat it as a learning opportunity. I don't care if you fail. You try, you fail, and then you say, oh, okay, well, because that's one step closer to success. So again, you want to think about u is equal to something where du is within the problem. So always anticipate your next move. So u must equal to what? Everybody got that part. Du equal to 1 over x dx. Now, do you see this is 1 over x dx?
Yep.
And guess what? I can just change that to du, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to be integration of
F prime of u.
f prime of u plus 2. And then that's going to be du already. And then bound is going to change because ln of e is equal to 1. ln of 1 is equal to 0. So it's a 1, 0.
Yeah.
Now, if you integrate, the problem of Adam make mistakes right here. He when he integrate this. This is fundamental theorem calculus. If I integrate f prime of u, it's going to give me f of u plus
2u.
2u. It's not x because integration 2 du is not x. It's not. It's in the u world. That's just like what Kevin say. That's very wise. The u world. 1, 0. So f of 1 plus 2 times 1 minus f of 0 and plus 2 times 0.
Oh.
That's what I got.
Okay. Wait. Yeah. That's.
F of 1 is what?
F of 1 is 4.
4 plus 2 minus what's f of 0?
1.
And a plus 0. So that's going to be 6 minus 1. That's equal to 5.
Okay. Yeah. That's what I did.
But I did it differently.
I just instead of writing just 1, I wrote ln of e and ln of 1.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because you go back to the x world.
Yeah,
My
I was
bad, I'm
kind of
sorry.
like flipping it in a weird way, but it makes a lot more sense just to do 1 and 0.
Yeah.
Because that was my main thing. I was like, how do you?
I divided the inside with x across the whole thing, and then I split it to 2 different intervals. So it's added.
Oh, I see. Yeah, that's so much work. So much work.
So the problem.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. Sorry, I'll take it back.
The problem.
But that's good. That's good. It's just much more work, but it's fun.
The issue I was having with it is I was trying to make you into like. I was trying to have the bounds change and then do the integration of the bound, do the natural log of these bounds. So I was trying to make u into the equals natural log, but then I was trying to like fit that into there, which is why I was like, that doesn't work.
I know.
Like, why is it? What's going on here?
Corbin, you okay?
Yeah. Kevin made a face at me.
Huh?
Kevin made a face at me.
Oh,
Not a mean face.
Kevin,
It wasn't a mean
No,
be
no,
nice.
It wasn't me. It wasn't. He
Be-
was trying to flirt with me.
Whoa.
And then, you were. You were.
Okay then.
You should take it as a compliment.
I don't think I want to.
Huh?
I don't think I want to.
So what's this really important thing we're learning?
It's called differential equation, but you already know how to do. Okay, so 51. What was the question for 51? Was dy dx, right?
Yeah.
Equal to 1 plus y squared tangent of x. And I love what Aiden did yesterday, Anderson. You guys figured out a problem. Really awesome. Now, I just have one thing to add. How do you get all the point on AP exam? The best thing is to make sure dy and y are together. Okay, dy and y together. And dy is on numerator too. So dy is on numerator. And you're gonna make sure dx and x and dx is on numerator as well. So you just call separation of variable. Separation of variable. So this you already know how to do because we do that with the other question. I'm gonna multiply dx on both sides. So I'm gonna do dy equal to 1 plus y squared, tan of x dx. So now you realize that x and dx on the right side and dx is on numerator. That's a great position. Now you just have to split the 1 plus y squared. So I'm going to make sure that dy over 1 plus y squared, I'm going to divide both sides because that's an only way to get rid of 1 plus y squared is equal to tan of x dx. I love this question. This question has so many things, but I hear AP exam is going to give you a point, and this point is called separation of a variable. Separation of a variable. Separation of variable basically just says dy and y are together, x and dx are together. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take an integration on both sides.
Are you able to do separation of variables with three variables? Or eight?
3 variable, no.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
It
3
only-
variable are they're different thing. There's something called triple integral.
Oh wow.
So there's something integral 3 times every other variable is gonna be a constant. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's way beyond me. I can teach you, but yeah, I've done it before. So integration of this size. So Maddie, can you tell me what's integration of dy over 1 plus y squared? What kind of integration is that? Oh, I'm asking this, Maddie, but okay, arc10. It is arc10. Huh?
You never call me Maddie. I didn't know that was me.
Oh,
Yeah, you always call me.
oh, oh, sorry, my brain this. I'm sorry. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, so arc10. I do call you Madeline. Yes. So I hear it's gonna be arc10. The reason why it's not u
Why do you like
substitution,
integration of tangent?
huh? You have to integrate both sides. If
Oh,
you have
never
dx,
mind.
you have to
I forgot
integrate.
I thought you were saying that it converts to integral of tangent. of
No.
x. My
So
brain
on
did
this
not-
particular side, a squared is equal to 1, a is equal to 1. Even I don't need to write down. Sometimes it's tricky. So u is equal to y and du equal to dy. So that is going to be arc10 of u over 1. So it's 1 over y over 1, which is I don't need to write down. Integration of tangent of x is what? Negative ln the cosine of x plus c.
Which could also be ln of secant, right?
That's what I did, but you don't have to. I was just trying to be
Yeah,
cute.
that's what Nathan was saying. yeah.
I was just trying to be cute, but it doesn't have to. Because the negative one, you can do
Quirky.
cosine of negative 1, and it'll be 1 over. It's gonna be secant.
And Nathan had done something interesting where he like multiplied both by secant x over secant x, which made it work, but
I don't think that worked, but anyway.
well, it does because
so-
then you have secant and then you have secant tangent, and then you take the integral. And then
Now remember, just remember that there's a plus c here and there's plus c here, right? But why do I only write 1 plus c? Because initial condition's not in yet. Doesn't matter. C can combine together. Initial condition is gonna fixate that c. That's the things that you guys have problem with. So now since I got to this stage, I can actually plug in that. So I can plug in which value? Y of what? Root 3. Oh, I love this question. Why? Because it's going to be arc10 of root 3. You have to know your trick, which is excellent. And you have to know your natural log of cosine of 0 plus c. And you're like, wait, what's cosine of 0?
1.
It's 1, right? What's arc10 of square root of 3?
Pi over 3.
Pi over 3. Equal to negative natural log cosine of 0 is 1.
So 0
So it's
plus c.
pi over 3 is equal to c. Voila. So it'd be arc10 of y is equal to negative natural log of cosine of x plus pi over 3. And then how do you get rid of arc10? It's not by multiplication, actually. Because somebody asked me, says, well, can I just multiply by 10? It's not really multiply by 10. It's called argument. It's 10 of arc10 of y. They are inverse to each other. So that's equal to negative natural log cosine of x plus pi over 3. And I need a 10 in the front, right? Because I'm at 10 both sides, so there's 10. So 10 and arc10, boom. They are inverse to each other, cancel out. Y is equal to 10 of negative natural log cosine of x plus pi over 3. And that's my answer. Boom, done. Very hard questions. Very nicely done by Anderson and Aiden. The only thing I need you to do is make sure you have to work out the separation of variable. This step must be shown for the first part of AP exam, because this is the first point of 5 points. All here is worth 5 points on AP exam. Very, very important. Now, what is AP exam is gonna write? AP exam is gonna write says find the particular solution of the differential equation.
Is this the new notes for today?
Well, they both are new notes. Hopefully you write this thing down. This is as detailed as I can. You can take a screenshot if you want. I mean, take a picture if you want. Or watch a video, click subscribe and like and comment. Are you okay?
Mind me.
Okay, so the AP exam is gonna word it like this, and they will say, "Oh, let's try the first question." The first question on the homework is gonna be something like, hold on, copy, and the first homework question is like this. It's like this. Okay, dy dx. Now, also pay attention to the second question. The second question says y prime is equal to 2x squared y. Can I replace that y prime with what?
dy dx.
Yep, same thing. So first question is kind of tricky. So I want you to start it, see the first few steps, see how you're doing. But later I'm going to show you the right answer. The right answer is going to be kind of surprising because there were some algebra things that people tended not do. And that's where it's bad. How much time I have? Huh?
11:17.
Oh, wait. I'm an idiot. Okay. And then you. Y squared equals squared over 4 minus 3 over 2.
It really is at 11:17. The video comes up.
Pi equals negative 5. So for here, 1 minus 3 equals negative 2. That doesn't work. Hold on. What am I doing wrong?
So remember the second page, it has answers. So if you look at here, the second page, it has answer for your homework. All this are on. So dy dx is equal to what? X minus 3 over y, right? And y2 equal to negative 5. So this question is a little bit different. This is a question a little bit different.
Oh, because you. Never mind. I think I see it.
So what I want to do is, what's the first step, Catherine? Yeah, it's not move, just multiply by dx on both sides. So it's going to be x minus 3y dx. What is the next step? Catherine? Yep, you multiply y on both sides, so by dy. So on AP exam, you're gonna get 1 point here. Very easy point. Now, sometimes they can replace this as y prime, or they can even say rate of change. So rate of change is very common as well, because rate of change are dy dx. So they can say rate of change is x minus 3 over y, and find a particular solution of this. Well, now, so I'm going to integrate this. That's going to be y squared over 2
Equals.
x squared over 2 minus 3x plus c.
Yeah.
I'll multiply by 2. Now remember, the c is not changing, right? The c is still double. It's still going to be the same c. C is not changing. Now, negative 5 squared is equal to 2 squared minus 6 times 2 plus c. So it'll be 25 is equal to 4 minus 12 plus c. C is equal to 33, I believe.
Yeah.
So y squared equal to x squared minus 6x plus c is 33. Now, here's the interesting part. We always have to solve for y, so what do I have to do? Square root. And there was a plus minus, people don't forget. Now remember, look at your initial conditions, right? The initial conditions of plug in 2 is going to give you negative 5.
Oh, because I'm an idiot.
So that means in order to be negative 5, because this is always positive, square root of something is always positive. So that means we had to choose the negative version of the equation. Does that make sense? You have to choose because initial condition. This is the only question that has this. You had to choose the negative because if you plug in 2, if I plug in 2 in this particular case, right? If I plug in 2, I plug in 2 here, am I going to get negative 5? No. Square root of something is always positive. So therefore, but remember, you square root side, you have two choices, positive and negative. You had to pick the right choice. Does that make sense? Every single question here are super important. They are slightly harder than AP exam. That's good because you're gonna practice, try to get the same answer as them. You can try question 2. You can try question 3. If you says I want a more challenge, you go to question 3. I want a more challenge, go to question 6. Each question gets harder, but they are harder than AP exam, which is that means gonna make your AP exam look like a cake when you have those questions. And it's easy 5 point on AP exam. Easy. Cash in, cash out. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. Points. So try second question. If you want more challenge, try the third question. You want even more challenging, try the question 6. Try the question 7. Try any other question. The answers are there. That's a nice thing. This homework is very, very important. Simon, you gotta go back to finish yesterday's homework. Chase, did you do yesterday's homework? What happened to you? Nice. Hopefully you had a good nap. Can you go back and do them?
I think that's more than a nap. That's like 8 hours.
I heard Chase can take long nap.
He fell asleep. That's
Huh?
more. That's more sleep than I
His
had last
record
night.
16
Chase.
hour.
Your nap was longer than my actual sleep.
Oh no, man. Pretty tired lately.
I'm hungry.
No, not Genie, you idiot. The slide. 2 eggs.
Hmm.
Those are people at home. Make sure you try those questions.
Corbin, can you get me lunch today?
No.
Why? Wow.
Who's this guy putting random comments?
What's the name?
Mr.
Happy
Davis.
Star. Hey.
Mr. Davis.
Y equals. Mr. Davis. Wait, click on his name. Happy Star. Let's look at this YouTube channel.
Probably Adam.
Huh?
It's Adam. No, it's not.
Adam won't do that.
Time
I don't
to
require
stop
to
this
do that.
random viewer.
Huh?
Hold on, I need to load up. I'm gonna
Yeah.
load up the stream and I'm gonna figure out.